So far, this is in, and a lot of people probably haven't, aren't familiar, but
Okay.
we're stoked, man. It's a band called Pillar of Light from Detroit, and they're Doom, man. They're like a mix. Who did I think they're kind of a mix between Paul Bear and
No, that's cool. They're called
one
Pillar of
other
Light.
band, and if it pops into my head, I'll
Awesome.
say something. But they're amazing, man.
Cool. So you are.
Pillar of Light.
Jason, man, thanks for joining us. But man, this is the Heavy Underground Farm Report, and we do have Jason Doome. We're going to talk about the Grand Rapids Doomfest. Jason, man, your last show was a massive success. It was your first show you ever did. You have to be really excited about how everything came out. So, man, just tell me, give me your thoughts on it. What went well for you? What you'd like to improve on, maybe? Exciting moments. I know your kid was there. That had to be awesome. So.
Right. Yeah, that was pretty cool. Man, it was overwhelming, man, in a great way, man. And I don't mean that, and there was pressure. There's no pressure, man. I just showed up, man. The bands are the ones that showed up and made it what it was, man. So, but it honestly, it really couldn't have gone any better. The Doom gods were smiling upon us that day because we didn't as much as even have a microphone squeal. I think, man. I
Yeah,
mean,
I
it
heard
was
like bands
it
on
was as near
time, probably
flawless as
ahead
it
of
could have gone.
schedule. Like this is just like, as seriously as a fan, especially as an older fan,
Yep.
I don't want bands to go on an hour late, man. It's like I got a bedtime now, so yeah, that had to be. What do you think? What do you think? Why do you think everything went so
Yeah.
smoothly? Did you guys
Yeah.
like hire
Absolutely.
someone like a stage director, or did you handle all that, or were the bands just super responsible people like they tend to be on the scene?
Well, it's a combination of a couple things, man. I set up a chat with with one member from each band, and at first, it was my dumb ass trying to figure out how to set up a chat, which really
Yet
is
here we
not.
are
It's
on
not
our
that
third
fucking
try
hard, to be
going live
honest. You hit a
tonight,
button and
Jason.
there it is, and I know, right, right, right. um, and so the bands were able to all communicate with each other. And I think Clean stepped up to the plate and offered the back line, and everybody was cool with it. There's no egos involved, man. Everybody was there for one thing, and that was to rock the fuck out, man, and have a great time. And so there's no egos, so nobody was like, well, no, man, I need this because I need this certain sound that
Right
comes
on,
out, and it
man.
only
That's
does it
cool.
on 8.5 on this certain amp.
We talked just really
You
briefly
know,
too last time. Well, it wasn't briefly. We talked about it, man. When you guys proposed this to the original venue, there was definitely some pushback. We tried this before, and who the fuck are you guys kind of things. And
yeah,
so,
for
so tell
sure,
me,
or lack of
with the success last year, or attitudes have to be
exactly.
different. Why don't you talk about that? You're dealing with somebody new at the venue as well.
Yes, yes, yeah. We found out that they'd hired. I think they knew it was time because they're a busy club, and they hired. So I guess they hired this new guy. I'm pretty sure he's in charge of promotion and hiring, doing bands as well. And he got back to us within maybe 5 minutes of us actually emailing him, which
Nice.
was unheard of with what we were dealing with before, you know. And so he got back with us, man, and he's enthused about it. And he's like, what are your guys' goals with this festival? What do you want to do? How far do you want to take it? Do you want to try maybe a bigger band for the headliner?
Well,
Which,
do you want to keep it a one
well,
day
we'll see how
festival,
that
or
can
do you
work
want to
out
have
for
a
sure.
second day,
That
or
would,
what have you guys thought about that?
I think my major goal is to
Sweet.
eventually do a full day. I would really love to do a full day festival. Um, I think we could pull it off. And like I said, I was talking to you when we were offline, or when we were doing our thing, that we already had a full day festival planned, man. We were gonna hire like a taco truck, a coffee truck, um, and get sponsors and vendors. And, and then when they're like, well, we'll give you this amount of time. So, that wasn't an option anymore. But that's kind of the goal right now, is to definitely do a one
So what would
day
your band goal be?
festival,
You want
which
to
would,
pull in
yeah,
like
yeah, it's totally
6,
doable,
7,
man.
8, 9? What kind?
Yeah, I'd probably say, let's see, let me look at my Heavy Psych Sound poster. They had per day 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They had 8 bands.
So,
And that covered the
Jason,
day pretty
band's
good.
reception
A
to
lot of
playing
time in
your
between. And
fest has been 100% positive. Every band that's posted about playing the festival absolutely had a great time, have great stories. You had a really a stellar lineup with Bonehawk,
yeah,
finishing off the night, and a bunch of great bands in between. There must be some
yes,
interest from
sir.
bands to play the next festival. Are you getting calls? Are you getting calls? Are you having to make calls, or is it, like,
It's
man, are you in that enviable position of, man, I only have so much room?
we're in
Yeah.
the enviable position, and it bums me out, because the venue did cut us down from 7 to 5 bands,
Yeah.
which I get the 7,
Sure.
in the amount of time we were doing it. But I would have liked 6. I think we could do 6. Maybe that's something I can bring
Little
up and be like,
crowbar
yo, dude,
action
do you
and
think we could
squeeze
just
another one
squeeze
in
one more
there.
band on there? Come on, man.
Yeah.
Right? Because we did, how many did we do at Doomfest? We did what, 7 bands? And we started it, and we had plenty of fucking
So
time with all those bands. So
tell
we could
me,
add 6. We
tell
could do 6.
me who you have so
So,
far.
but so far, this is in, and a lot of people probably haven't, aren't familiar, but
Okay.
we're stoked, man. It's a band called Pillar of Light from Detroit, and they're Doom, man. They're like a mix. Who did I think they're kind of a mix between Paul Bear and
No, that's cool. They're called
one
Pillar of
other
Light.
band. And if it pops into my head, I'll
Awesome.
say
Well,
something. But they're amazing, man.
cool. So you are
Pillar of Light,
that. So
and
you've
they're
got to be super excited
amazing.
about that, and we'll try to get a link. Do they have some music available online? Cool, cool. When I do the YouTube video, we'll add some music from Pillar of Light then, and
Yep,
we'll let
yep,
people get
yep.
a chance to listen to those guys. That'll be fantastic.
Yeah,
How do they become the first band? What's the
most
story behind that?
definitely, man. They're really good. Actually, man, quick story. It's my boy Sean, who lives in Detroit,
Huh?
uh, who I met through the Clutch page, of course. He was actually the first dude I met at through the Clutch page. I showed
That's
up. It
cool.
was like one of the first meet and greets that we had. And I'm like, yeah, dude, I'm in this blue like 4-door Buick, man. And I just remember him. I'll never forget him. Just I see this head come down in my window like this. You Jason? I'm like, you
Right
Sean?
on.
I was like, you want to get high, dude? He's like, hell yeah, man. And anyway, man, he's got fantastic taste in music, and he's buddies with the band. And he's
Cool.
like, guys, and he kept telling us,
Right
you gotta
on.
check him out, you gotta check him out, you gotta check him out. And we checked him out, and they're down to play it, and we're down for them to play it
Yeah, that's
because, like I
fucking
said, man,
awesome,
they're
man. Well,
the real
cool. I'll
deal,
definitely
dude.
check them out,
Again,
man. I
they're
mean, you
excellent.
are Jason. If you guys are watching, and you don't know who Jason is.
Yup.
Jason has a Facebook presence. Jason Doome, and Jason has amazing taste in the heavy underground music scene. And so if you're looking for something new to listen to, man, follow Jason, and like, he always has amazing recommendations. So Pillar of Light is the latest one that I got, so I'm excited about that. But yeah, go ahead, bud. On
Yes, sir. And we've got and because I did initially answer the question, which is, yeah, dude, we're getting a lot of interest. We had Wind Rider from Kentucky. They were really interested in doing it. But
Okay,
they have some conflicting. I think it's a
sure, sure.
wedding and a birthday, or it's a birthday and a wedding. I don't know, something like that. So they're definitely down,
Okay.
and they'll definitely be in the hat for 2026. And then we
Damn,
got Shadow
I
Jupiter.
absolutely love Shadow of Jupiter, man. And
So
I love
they're
Colin, and honestly, like, I was legitimately like just
yeah, they're
chatting with
great,
Colin
man.
right before we went on, man. So I'm super stoked about that, man. Freaking cool.
Yeah.
Dude, that's cool.
Yeah, man, they're high up there on the list, man. So yeah, it's very cool. And then I've
I've
been in
heard of Lung
contact
Burner.
with a band
Lung
called
Burner's
Lung Burner from, I
dude, I
think
know
they're
those
from
dudes. They're
Atlanta.
cool. I know
If I
Jens, he's a
fucked
great
that up,
guy,
I'm
man.
really sorry, guys.
Dude, Electric Desert Records has some cool bands, and Lung Burner's one of
Yeah,
them. You
man.
had Clean at your last fest, so that's cool that they're getting some representation at your fest. Man, dude, I'm getting all
Yes, for
excited. What the
sure.
hell? This is great.
Yeah.
So you've got Lung Burner,
Oh,
you've
for
got
sure.
Pillar of Light, and oh
Dude,
my
I
god, I'm
know.
so excited. I already forgot. Um, dude, yeah, Shadow Jupiter. Jeez, sorry, Colin. I should have smoked maybe
Shadow
two more
Jupiter.
joints before we started.
Shadow Jupiter we're looking at. Lung
Fuck yeah,
Burner.
dude. That is
Uh,
okay, man. I'm all right. What else do you got so far, Jason?
yeah. Dude, it's lining up like nothing.
Sure.
Nothing will ever like be the first one because it was there's some special relationships made, which I think will be made at every single one of these. Contacts were made, memories were made, and everybody was just super cool and respectful and had a great time. And
Well, we were
I don't
talking.
know where the
No,
fuck I was going with
that's
this.
cool.
Because I also probably
Dude,
did
we
a
were
bong
talking
hit or
about.
too many.
We were talking about Shadow Jupiter and the bands you've already announced, and if you had some new, if you had any other announcements, and yeah,
Yeah. So those are the bands, and if I'm uh yeah, Black Moon Cult is another one that
dude,
is
they're
shown interest,
yeah,
and we're checking
they're
them
awesome.
out and
I believe
dig
I
their
have
sound a
Black
lot.
Moon
Yeah.
Cult on next week on my show, so awesome. Yeah.
Yes. Oh, nice, dude. And they reached out to me and Shane about working together because they have a show coming up in Michigan, in my town, Grand Rapids, dude. It's Choke
Gosh.
Setter and them, dude, and then Graves
Oh my
Next
god,
Door.
those are all excellent, excellent bands.
That's
I
gonna
love
be
all
a
those bands.
fucking great show, man.
Dude, it's
Dude, I know, man. I know,
dude, I
right?
love the live music scene.
So yeah,
I
man.
can't
Pretty
wait to get
stoked for
out and
that.
are you going to Vegas, bud? Okay. No, I get it, dude. No, dude, yeah, dude,
No,
I get that.
man.
And
I
like it's the
got
first of the
Walt's
year
tight.
and shit.
Walt's
And
tight. Yeah.
well,
Wish I could, bro, man. I know, dude. It looks like
yeah, man.
such a
Well, right
great
on.
lineup,
Well,
man.
Jason,
John really put something fucking
so far, man,
spectacular together, man.
like, but it's crazy. You talked about perhaps bringing in a headliner. Do you have some sort of timeline that you think you'll have an announcement on that maybe in the next month or two? Cool.
No, we gotta get our shit together, man, and get with the club again and talk to this guy and see what he's willing to do. Um, there's been a couple of names tossed around,
Yeah.
and before I forget, man, because I definitely got to throw this guy's name out there, man. And it's gonna be it ups our production like a
Yeah.
billion
Yeah.
percent. We've got a guy called Super Nuclear, and he does yes, and he does liquid lighting, man. And like, it's not that he just shows up and puts like liquid and does this. It's some tricky shit, man. And he's like, make sure he goes whenever you start getting bands. I
Hell
send him the
yeah.
bands, and then he listens to it, and then he does his magic per band, and the mood and all that shit with the liquid lighting, dude.
All right.
I'm so beyond
Hell yeah.
stoked to
I'll
have
check
this
out
guy. He's
Super
on
Nuclear then.
Instagram, Super
I
Nuclear. It's
love the
gonna be
liquid light thing, man.
badass, man.
Especially, if you've had, smoked a
Yes.
few, or maybe, you've had a mushroom or seven. Yeah. It's like, I like, and even if you're
It's
not,
fucking great, man.
it's,
Come
like it
on, dude.
adds
It's
something different
fucking
to the live show that I dig it. Yeah. So cool. Awesome. That's neat. Dude, it's going to be great in that venue. What's the name of the venue again? I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
stoked.
The Pyramid Scheme. Cool, man. Dude, when are you guys
The pyramid
are you
scheme.
selling tickets already, Jason?
Yep.
Or are you gonna,
You know that I'm
yeah, and
not
I know
too
it's off.
sure on. Again, we got to touch base. We've only touched base with the new guy once, so yeah. So it's we're getting there. We got a couple other things in the works, man. Shane, he's going to be reaching out
Okay.
to a bar in Grand Rapids. I think it's called Spaciation, and they brew their own beers.
Right on.
And we've been thinking about maybe a little Doomfest beer, man.
Oh,
So
that would be
we're gonna
cool.
see if maybe they might want to partner and do a
Oh,
one-off
hey,
batch, man, which would be that would be pretty fucking cool, man.
right on,
So
man.
we
How'd your
got
merch
some
sales
shit in
go
the
for your
pot and we're
last
stirring
fest?
it. So dude, not only for this, man. I
I
mean,
love them.
not only just the
I know they are
Fog
great.
Wizard did over like I know they're
That's
great.
awesome.
They did over three hundred
Dude, their
dollars worth
stuff
of
is
sales
cool
in
too.
merch, bro. That's a that's a good night, dude. And
That's cool.
nobody complained. Yeah, dude, everybody sold shit, man. We were able to sell our shit, made a little money to put into our fund for next year. Um, so yeah, dude, everybody, and another thing before I forget, I had brought up in our first interview that these
Yeah,
bands
exactly.
initially were going to do this for
Right.
gas
They're so
money,
cool.
and which is amazing, dude. I was like, holy shit, wow, yeah. And but they showed up, dude, and all seven bands walked out with I think
That's
it
better
was
than gas
anywhere
money.
between 340 and $370 each. So I mean, the bands actually they were
Dude,
like,
that's
what?
successful,
We're
man.
getting paid? I'm
Sweet,
like,
man. So tell me, Jason, looking back at last year and moving forward this year, is there anything that you want to do differently that you didn't do last year?
I
Hell
think it would be
yeah.
cool as fuck to
Oh my
live
god,
stream it, figure that shit out, and that would be cool, man. And if we can get that worked out, it's not.
yeah, that'd
I'm
be
sure if
cool.
I bring it up to this new guy, man, it's something he
Yeah,
might consider, and at least help us figure out. It would be really cool, man. And just get the word out, and like I said, this new guy has enthusiasm, so I like that.
yeah. Oh,
But
I'd love to
I think that
watch.
would be really cool because
Be
I had a
badass.
lot of people
Yeah,
request
yeah.
that, and do right. I mean, you should kick back for a fucking Saturday in October, dude, and you get to
Oh my god, yeah, dude. That would be
figure out a
fantastic.
small
So,
price to be able to
man, I'd
watch
love to
it,
hear
and
that. Like, a year later, you're like, you don't have a list of 10 things. Like, well, we've got to do that, got to do that. So, man, that's a real testament to what a great job you did, man. So I'm super stoked for you, bud. You know,
no, I appreciate that, man. Yeah, man. No, and it's crazy because they're really. When I look back, there's nothing. The club was great. I mean, the venue did a great job. Everybody was on point. The bands were all on point. Like I said, I showed up, man. I got on
that's
stage. I
awesome.
said, "Let's melt some fucking
All
faces,
right, well,
man," and
man.
that's
Okay,
all I
so
did.
let's run
You
it down
know?
really quick here, buddy.
Yeah,
You got Shadow of Jupiter. You have
yeah,
Lung Burner. You have Pillar of Light so far.
yep, yep.
When are you going to make your next band announcement?
Pillar light so far. Soon. Shane and I are going to be getting together really soon. And my daughter right now, she's actually working on something that will allow bands, something on Google,
Okay.
that we're going to set up where bands can send their band bio, like basically their digital press packet, and their music. So in that way, Shane and I can sit down because I'm getting
Sure.
enough bands that I can't keep track of all
Sure.
of them on Messenger and who's on it and who's in
But
this band and who's in that
but
band. I'm 53 years old,
totally
dude.
get
I've done
it.
a lot of
I
damage to my
totally get
brain.
it.
I
Yeah. Right.
I know,
Right.
So I don't want to be unprofessional, man. You know, I want to be able to keep everybody's shit straight. So if we can have one place the bands can
Cool, man.
send it to, then that's what we're gonna try to get out and get that done.
Yeah,
As
bud,
soon as I
I'd
will,
love to
man,
do
I'll
that.
probably
Yeah,
throw that out
cool.
to you so you
And
could
dude, you know,
mention it
I
and
love to have you on the show, man.
see
It's
if we can
always
get any
awesome to
bites.
talk to you. So
Yeah,
yeah, for sure. But well, dude, I apologize for the
yeah.
difficulties that we
Always
had
have a
this
great
morning
time, man.
this morning. Oh my God, that we had a few minutes ago while getting on. But thanks for your patience.
All
But
good.
tell you what, man, like it's that like I think we're gonna
Yeah.
wrap up here in a few, but like who, anybody you want to throw a shout out to or tell us
Yep.
like what's the hot new band that you're listening to or give man just drop some Jason Doome wisdom on us.
Hell yeah, man. I'll tell you what, man. Big shout out to all the bands, man. I mean, because literally without them, there's no Doomfest, man. And their graciousness, you know, and wanting to play
That's so cool.
and you know, committing to do it for gas money, you know, not really
That's
thinking they
so
were, you
awesome.
know, unknowingly that they would get anything out of it. It's amazing, man. So you know, and like I said, and kudos to their professionalism, because they all did, man. They all brought it, dude. You know, from the beginners to the enders, man. Um, it was overall, it was a really fantastic experience, man. And I'm blessed that I get to do two of them, and
It's Jason, your
you know, we're
story,
gonna make
like
it
to
fucking even
me,
more
bud, is just
badass, man.
absolutely
So
incredible. It's like, you know, the cool thing about this scene is if you want to do something, you can like just do it. You know, man. I mean, you can like just go ahead and go for it. And
you
it's been a
can,
lot of fun
man.
for me, and I know it's been a lot of fun for you to get involved and
Yeah.
do things to promote the music that I know we both like dearly love. So
Right. Absolutely, man. I mean, how
that's
fucking
fucking
cool is
great.
it, dude, that our
Like
old asses
everybody's
are
like,
doing what
oh,
we're doing, man, and
like
pulling
I
it
thought getting
off?
old was just gonna totally
It's
suck, and
fucking
then I
metal
quit
as fuck,
drinking, and I
dude.
thought that would totally suck, and like none of it's totally sucked. It's been super fun, man, and I really encourage
Right?
people out there if you want to get involved and do something, whether it be in the scene or whatever you want to do, man. Fucking don't fucking sit on your ass watching YouTube all day, or well, just for 20 minutes or so.
Right. Well,
No,
yeah, for
man. Hey,
20
bud, I
minutes at
always
least.
appreciate your time. I appreciate your love for the music. We'll talk again soon. But you need any announcements drop, just let me know. And thanks again for your
Hell yeah,
patience with the
man.
difficulties that we had earlier, man. I appreciate you, buddy.
Absolutely, dude.
All right, man. Hey, when I remix this
Of
on YouTube,
course.
we'll be featuring some music
Of
by the
course.
bands
Appreciate
that
you,
we're
man.
talking about. They're going to be playing the Grand Rapids Doomfest. I really appreciate you guys watching the Heavy Underground Farm Report. Jason, you're the best, man. Thanks for taking time to do this tonight, buddy. Right on, bud. I'm just going to kill this recording, and then I want to chat with you for just a second.
Hell yeah.
So,
Thank
hey,
you,
thanks
buddy.
everybody for watching.